Hey, welcome to Transformers Tuesday. We're looking at the Defender version 01 Galaxy Shining. For some reason they named it Galaxy version Defender. The Galaxy versions are actually these guys, which are 4 inches tall. The Defender versions are 2 inches tall, being 5 centimeters tall. I can't tell if this is one of the ones that are a vehicle or not, but you're going to get 4 vehicles. So far I've gotten Scavenger. You can get a possibility of 8 figures. Now, Optimus Prime can come in 1 of 3 different flavors. I got the second one, which is the special Galaxy type. Megatron can also come in 3 different flavors, so to speak. I got the regular. Okay, so whatever we get here, I got some standby figures from Series 2, because I did them out of order. I got Series 2 first. We're going to compare it to Series 1 if it's the same figure or a vehicle. Gotta be careful, that little tab wants to grab onto your paper. These are the same instructions for all of these as far as most of the paper, except for the very last page. So you got the information. It's Galaxy version Defender 01 Galaxy Shining. And it has the background information. In the Transformers universe, sentient robots transform into vehicles and beasts to fight for the future they want to create. It also gives you a little mini size, big potential. Exquisite restoration. Creative assembly, we can have it being a little ride-on vehicle. It also comes with commemorative coin collection. On the back, we see, oh look, I got Thundercracker. Here are the vehicles and figures you got. I like to tear this off because this is all the same except for this last piece. And get rid of. Now I did keep one of these after I tore it off. I was like, you know what, instead of keeping it on the other ones, why should one have one and the other ones don't? And watch out, that sticky stuff right there. So what I decided to do is just keep the instructions separate, or this all separated. They're all separate. So when you take it out of the bag, I like to use a razor because it gets a nice clean thing, and I want to feel like I'm pulling apart a bag of potato chips and making it explode everywhere. Now you may get something stuck in there, so that's why I like to gut it as wide as I can and put the bag to the side without hitting the camera and knocking the tripod out of whack. All right, here we go. I'll fix the tripod later. I gotta make sure it doesn't fall off. Okay, for this one, it's got a lot of different. So first off, I like to look at the instructions carefully to see if the arms are the same on both sides. No insignia, no extra pieces dangling off of it, so it looks like the same. The legs, they look the same, so it's just the orientation you turn them. So I think we got nothing to worry about here as far as like right or left only things. We do have the chest piece, and I'm gonna wait and do it like they do it on this particular one because the wings are so big. There is a piece to put on the actual chest part. Oh, by the way, here is Thundercracker's card. I hope we get a thrust. He's my favorite of the jets, the Seekers. Thrust is my all-time favorite. I used to keep that one in jet mode. I like it in jet mode on my desk when I was in high school. Actually, I had this thing above my desk called a hutch, and I set him on top of there on the first shelf up because I like to keep my eyes on him whenever I get tired of reading or studying. Okay, the next step is locate the pelvis. The pelvis, this is the front. It's not painted, but the back has got copyright 2025 Hasbro. I know it's a Blokees brand thing, but it is licensed by Hasbro. It's a ball joint, but you're not gonna get much ball out of that. It's just gonna be a swivel. All right, the good thing about this is the thighs and the upper arms are totally different. The thighs used to look like the upper arms on the other one, so it was very confusing. You still got the front and the back to put together on the legs. When I'm talking about the old, we're talking about these guys, the original Blokees. The ones that got the ball rolling for me personally, although I guess in China they've been doing Blokees for Ultraman for years. The feet are also going to be the same except for Bumblebee, so far that I've ever seen in either one of them. So you just pop those babies on. Now there is a front and a back. Obviously the front's a little bit longer. All right, the thighs are blue on this one. You got one on the right. Just make sure you got that little, opening turned that way, or just turn it around. I just don't like to do too much movement on the rotation part of it. Here it is, right behind us. His hands on it. All right. So when you're putting this together, hold on to it tightly, because if you don't, you just try to push it on, it may go flying across the room, and your cats are going to end up eating it. All right. Normally I do like to do the head before I do all that, but I was caught up in what I was doing. So I got the face mask, which is really just his eyes showing. And see how he looks like he's deactivated? He's going to wake up. Eyes active. All right, now the arms. Again, the arms, there's a left and a right, which have the same parts except for the hands. So talk to the hand. All right, the right hand's right here. Now the cool thing is, there's a 3mm port on here that holds his gun. If he had a gun, he can also share with these guys because they have 3mm hands, and their fist is on a 3mm ball too. That goes into the same. You can put big fist on these if you want him to have big fist for the fun of it. I don't know. I think of crazy things sometimes. Okay. But like Megatron, his weapons are female mounted onto a male peg. So it's not going to be something you can hold in his hands, unfortunately. I kind of wish they did the other way, but I understand why they didn't, because the ball joint would be impeded upon, so they can't really do it there. So we got both of these blasters, but you can still, like, point it in whatever direction you want him to be pointed. Last, but of course, definitely not least, is his backpack. His backpack is clearly going to go one way. It can't even fit the other way. In case you're confused and you never had a Transformer your entire life. All right, there he is from the back. I kind of like the way they look from the back on this one. He's got a port right here which would hold a gun if he had one. So let me borrow from Hound. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. So he's got a 3mm port on his back. 3mm ports in his hands, because the hands are universal even though they're not colored the same. There's like a drill in his hand. And he's on the feet. It doesn't look like there's a 3mm port down there, but there is. It's not a hole, it's a cross shape. It's even bigger on this one. Now on this one, it's holding onto a stand. These don't come with stands, but there is probably a reason they're making these. Could be for, like, you know how they have the bone guys and the other guys that would, come apart, and then you could connect them as armor and stuff. Maybe. They do have these little part pieces. I've not seen them to collect them in America, and I'm not buying anything from China until this tariff war is over. And maybe I'll never buy China stuff again. Kind of get tired of it. Although this is from China, I know. So, yeah, he's really cool. Now, he's the only jet that I've gotten so far. And unfortunately, the only jet in Wave 1. Dang. I was hoping they put a jet in every series, but in Series 2, there's no jets. I freaking love the jets. That was my favorite thing when I was a kid. When I was a kid, my favorite Autobot was Sideswipe at first. And then, because he was a Lamborghini, what can you say? And then, of course, Jetfire, because he was Macross. That's the main reason, and he just looks so dang cool. And then out of the bad guys, I definitely loved mine, because he had the V2L wings, and the maroon color just popped so well. So, no, you're awesome, dude. You're an awesome Thundercracker. I do like you a lot, although I like the purple one better. What? Shut up. All right, so he's got ball joints everywhere. Excellent articulation for such a teeny tiny figure. He's 5 centimeters tall, or 2 inches, just 2 inches. What was I going to compare him to? Oh yeah, I was going to compare him to the Battle Beast. Well, that'll be for a different video. Thanks for watching, and y'all have a terrific Transformers Tuesday. Let me know how you collected these, or how you got them. Did you get them from Walmart.com like I did, or from some other source? Have a terrific Tuesday.